Oh, sorry.
and then we'll go through the airless, because I don't like how I played.
Okay.
And I'd rather go through the Zedabo one, because I think I played much better in that one.
Are there any particular concepts you care about? Or should I just, like... I don't know. Just generally just go through interactions. Here, oh, I need to stream, don't I?
Just whatever helps. Whatever you can spot, really. I will try to say if it's like a misinput on my end. There is one part just before game 5 that I want to go through with, because it is stage theory.
Okay, sounds good.
I guess it's suitable for this time of year.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Course for game
As I
1.
said, I'm a massive library supporter. I will be there
Yeah, that's
from
fine.
day 1 to day.
Going for downbeat here is interesting.
I'm a massive library supporter.
I mean, it doesn't really work out. Like, you hit it, that's 13, but yeah.
I do notice that I was using downbeat way more than I should have.
Yeah. I find that's the common thing I do too, is when I just like don't really know what to do, I'll throw out a down special, especially like on edge guards. So I find that's like a really good tell, because there's generally like there's very specific places where you want to use it, which is like, you know, you want to throw a finisher off stage against some recoveries, or you want to like combo out a flash or firecracker for like a horizontal kill, or like, you know, there's like some recoveries like Ori you can intercept with it decently well. But like if you're doing it like autopilot like this, it usually is just going to indicate like, oh, I don't really know what to do here.
As I said, I'm a massive library.
It's like, I don't know, like this whip punish is fine, and you do get him off stage here, but what you want to probably do from this position is just like ledge trap with like jab or down tilt or something, right? You want to try to catch the wall jump, because they have to wall jump out of this.
Set up for a pair or like pull a bomb.
Yeah. I always like to put a bomb down when I'm edge reading. One thing I will note against most characters, finisher is really good. You can just like hold on to it, because whatever reversal option they're doing off of their recovery, if they do manage to hit you, probably isn't going to lead into something where they're going to be able to stop you from getting rid of it before it blows up. So other bombs, you know, you're holding like flash or something, they like back air you and you get backfired and then get whatever they want off the reversal. Finisher doesn't really do that, but it's also like, you know, still a really good edge guarding tool. So there's that to consider.
Yeah. What was it? Someone was asking like, how do you edge guard on wall or something, and I shared like the double flashbang thing that I did sometimes, which just like down throw a flashbang in front of you, pull another one. And it works very well against Cinnabon, because if they try to fireball the recovery, you just jab the bomb ahead of you.
Yep.
And it just kills the fireball.
Yeah, it's good. You can do that. Of course, it doesn't have to be like double flash. Like often, I'll like to do like flash in front of me and then pull finisher against a lot of recoveries. Like having a flash out is definitely great against that, because it's just good against this recovery. But you know, it's a little more risky to hold on to than finisher. I'm sure you know like your angles like jab up tilt to cover high recoveries, and then like up tilt if they're like standing like over here, things like that. You can Z drop instead of down toss, doesn't really matter. But yeah, you get the idea there. It's just like a lot of the time about like how much time you have, because like here, this is like a pretty much instant up B, right? You don't really have time to like pull 2 bombs and then still go for like a good edge guard from a good position. Like here, you just want to intercept.
Yeah, you want to just continue you want to start an edge guard, because this is kind of like
get like a better hit off stage. Yeah, like F tilt forward air, things like that.
From day 1 to day...
Which is what Bat would do if they take.
Well, yeah. But, you know, Bat's like, you know, it's just a very specific read on timing, and it is very reactable, so...
1 to day... last day.
Yeah, I mean, jumping towards stage here is interesting. Like, obviously, it's easier to pull bombs in the air, although you can do it, like, during this wave dash here instead. I like to do that a lot of the time. But it's just, like, you know, it's going to put you in a position where, because you're so high up, you can't like really apply pressure after this nair, and you have to play this sort of mix-up where you could have gotten parried here, and that would be really bad. A lot worse for you than it is good for you if you don't get parried and hit him. So it's like something to watch out for, right? Like pulling bombs in neutral is weird. I'm not super good at it, honestly. Like I usually just use bombs to cover airspace, but
I think I'm not entirely sure if I did the inputs correctly, but I'm pretty sure I was trying to throw left, because this was not a bomb to hit.
Yeah, okay.
Cinnabon. This was a bomb
To just set up later.
get them to like mental stack stuff.
Oh, okay, I see. I mean,
this is like get them think about because Wyberry specifically is there are a couple like people in the space where I'm like, okay, I can't just only throw bombs at them because I know that they're very good at parrying it, and you'll see later in the set Wyberry just like is a machine and just parries the bombs. So that very much I am playing the mind game of I'm gonna hit you, I'm gonna hit you. Like you'll see a lot of me just like throwing the bomb over Wyberry just because I know that like they have the parry timing down.
Okay. All right. Well, very well. Yeah, I don't do that kind of thing that much, but it sort of works. Definitely something to consider though is like how to set up bombs, because you can still put like metal stack stuff or like that kind of pressure on. Without like basically doing what you're doing here is like, you know, you have like this sort of neutral position from here. Like Wyberry is a little plus here, like, you know, you're still attacking, they get their forward air, but they whip the forward air, so you're basically in neutral here, and you both retreat. You know, being on this forward score platform isn't a bad position at all. Like, I can easily imagine there's another version of this interaction where you like pull a bomb here, right, without jumping. You just like pull it during the wave dash, land, and then you can like Z-drop it behind you or something, right? So staying on the ground there is going to enable you to be more... It's going to enable you to apply more pressure with normals. Like, being above someone and down throwing a bomb is like one of the harder setups to parry because the angle affects its trajectory a lot. And you know, it's not like F throw where like they can just like back up and then it'll be at the horizontal level where they can parry it again if you angle it upwards or whatever.
I'm just thinking here, if I'm pulling bomb on the platform, unless it's a glide slide, you get stuck on the platform. And if I'm doing it in the air, I just run straight into the near, don't I?
Not quite. I mean, you don't necessarily want to throw it. Like, up throw is fine, but up throw is like a very aggressive option.
No, just like the bomb pull action itself. Like, it sticks you onto a platform.
Yeah, here, I'm going to open up Rivals. I want to see if I can show this. Because maybe I'm not talking about it correctly, but there's ways to... You can pull bombs like during a wave land in a way that doesn't really stop you that much. Like, maybe you can just like do it after you slide off the platform, is what I'm thinking of. Here. Yeah, it's as you slide off the platform. Sorry, that's my bad. That's like generally what I like to do. Here, let me Rivals stream. There you go. Yeah. So like what I'm talking about here is like if you're in this position, then what you can do instead is you can like waveland here and do this, right? Or maybe you can waveland like this, right? Yeah, but, you sort of get stuck, but it's not really gonna stop you for very long.
So what I'm talking about there is with that slide off bomb pull, don't I just run straight into the near? And I'm putting myself into the frame of I'm pulling a bomb, and they're completely free to act. I know bomb pull doesn't take a lot of frames, but it still does lock you into...
Yeah. Well, that's like if you're committed to pulling a bomb here, right? Because, I mean, first of all, Wyberry does full hop nair, which doesn't actually hit you, and like drifts back as well. So you wouldn't get hit, but it would, you know, they could have hit you if they did a different option.
Yeah, like if they did double jump up, yeah, that's obviously hitting, but like I'm pretty sure they were covering for the bomb pull slide off.
Well, like my question is like, why pull a bomb here if you don't really feel like you have that option? Because what happens here is ultimately like you go all the way over to the other side of the stage, right? Which risks you like getting hit or parried. And
if I want to pull a bomb here, I should be going the other way. I shouldn't be going towards Cinnabon. I should be going towards ledge.
Yeah, probably. Right, and that's going to give up a lot of stage control. That's sort of my point. It's like, you know, you can apply pressure like that, but generally it's like when you have space, and, you know, I guess you sort of have space here. You can probably get away with it, but you're sacrificing a fair bit because you're letting them approach you a lot quicker in the time it would take you to pull the bomb. Because even if you do it in the air, right, like doing it from this position, short term, you're not going to get punished, but long term, right, you have to deal with, like, making sure the bomb doesn't get parried and making sure that you can land safely, which, like, you bait out a parry and that works, but it's a very high-risk mix-up to go for. And ultimately, like, you know, you having to basically cross them up and go all the way to the other side of the stage, rather than, like, staying grounded where you can whiff punish them if they decide to commit to something. Right? Like, here you have to go for this second down throw mix-up to catch them, even though they whip, like, a nair and then also parried afterwards. Because they were just too high up to do anything else. 1 second. I've begun bleeding. Oh. Yeah. Just give me a second. Okay, the point I really wanted to get across was, like, you know, pulling a bomb in this situation, like, you have enough, like, it's very rare that you're gonna get punished directly for pulling a bomb, as I'm sure you know, but, you know, you want to make sure you have, like, enough space and a solid way to do something with the bomb, that doesn't require you to commit a lot, right? Because pulling the bomb here, like, even like this, it's not a huge commitment. Like, you could, maybe instead of, like, jumping forward, you could, like, jump in place and then, like, land back on the platform or something, right?
Yeah, like
but if you want to,
triangle
like, throw the bomb, you don't have to be high up, you have to down throw it, or you can, like, go back and up throw it. Your other option is to Z-drop it or down toss it, but that, like, puts the bomb in a position where you're going to be approaching them, and they have the opportunity to hit you backwards into the bomb, and it's a lot harder for you to cross them up and then hit them into it, right? Because it's behind you. So that's, like it has mental stack applications, but, you know, it's, like, statistically speaking, a significant risk to do that. So I guess it's just, like, something to think about in terms of bomb placement, because
it's like it's high risk, low reward.
Yeah,
as you can
right.
see.
I mean, it's, like, lower risk than, like, going for, like, an up throw, right? Because up throw, for example, and that's, like, probably what I do if I was on the ground, to, like, put the bomb in the air, like you do with down throw while you're above them. Because up throw, like, you know, it puts the bomb in the air, it creates a very threatening space, it doesn't have immediate ways for them to, like, punish you for it if they don't whip punish you up throw itself. But, if you want to, like, Z-drop it, it's a lot faster, right? You don't have to commit very much to get the bomb out of your hand when you're doing that. And of course, you could also hold onto the bomb, but that has its own risks, as I'm sure you're aware of. So, like, yeah, having the bomb behind you like that, as opposed to, like, covering airspace or something like that, is worse, like, frankly. But, you know, you don't need as much space to do it, so it's still something you're gonna have to do sometimes. But yeah, it's like the mix up to be
and I think that she can
conscious of here.
I think she is
I'm serious. Like, I mean, watch this wake up parry, obviously. Like, I mean, I guess the flashbang sort of in the way, so this is kind of a rock and hard place, but you could, like, roll away here instead or something. The parry's just, like, very high risk. I'm sure you know this.
I think the parry's fine, because I do think if the fear actually, like, landed a hitbox on me, I think I do parry that.
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe
you would have, but, you know, like, just
so
parry's, like,
I think
super.
that parry's fine.
It's super risky.
It
like,
is a
just,
panic
like,
parry.
Yeah, like, you don't want to ever do parries out of habit. Like, you want to be very conscious of the places you're deciding to go for. Like, if you have a read on Wildberry's timing, that's fine. But just, like, you know, I always tell people to watch the places where they parry when they're doing VOD review, because parrying in a bad spot is a very easy way to die in this game. So, yeah.
Yep.
And I mean, ultimately, like,
Molo never dies.
Yeah. This is kind of true, unless you, like, you know, are Holy Bomb or something. But, like, yeah, here's the thing, is, like, because you parry here, even though the fair whips, like, they still get time to shine you afterwards. Which is, like, it's not like your read was wrong, right? You parried when they did a button that was supposed to hit you, but
it's just in a bad spot.
Yeah, sort of. Like, it's just, like, an inherent problem with parrying, where because there's always a chance where, like, they'll just attack by, like, 2 frames too late or whatever by accident, right? Even if you have, like, a correct read, it's a very risky option to go for, and, like, at 29, you're not going to get a ton off of it. I think Molo likes opening things up with parry more than most characters, because you get to pull a bomb and get a combo off of it, sort of like Eliana can with mine, and most characters, like, they just hit you with their strongest opener or whatever, and that's all they get at low percent. Like, when you have the opportunity to hit a kill move out of it, it becomes more enticing, but, you know, you just want to be conscious of that, because just because you have a read doesn't mean you should try to parry that timing, because it's just, like, not going to work out a lot of the time. And it's super risky. But yeah, you sort of get that. Yeah, like, this back air is, like, fine.
Yep.
But like I guess after whipping it, I'd probably like back up. Going for like an up tilt here is fine if you think you're gonna be aggressive, but it's just like you're by going for a second move here after whipping one, you're always gonna be risking losing neutral because it's way easier to whip punish 2 moves than 1 move. Right? If you just whip the back air and then back up, you can still reset to neutral. This up tilt might hit, and it might give you a full combo, but also might not, and then this happens.
I guess the idea behind it is that, like, my back air is equal to thin air.
Yeah, here's like, this is the same match as before, it's like the finisher, F throw, and then the down B. The down B works this time, but like, let's just watch out for that. Yeah. It's like,
I don't know why I'm doing it so much in this.
Yeah, like here, I think...
Normally, I would put a bomb in front of me in friendlies, but...
Okay, well, yeah, just like do that. You can like up throw the finisher as well to just like cover the wall, like here, to stop wall jumps and stuff and combo off it. But just like, yeah, like be aware of that, be a little more patient. I think you get the idea. Yeah, like here this is like a good setup, because like you can also just not go for the down B there. Like down B's like, maybe if they're being super aware of it, they can realize like, oh, he threw the bomb up. I don't know what's gonna happen, but then it's like, oh, you go for the down B, I know what's gonna happen, right? It's gonna hit the bomb. But you have to have a lot of awareness to notice that, and like, really, you know, you have a lot of mix-ups off of this situation. Like, you can nair the bomb, you can like sour dair the bomb, or forward air the bomb, or you can just like do this and not have the bomb hit the ledge at all and use it later. You know, things like that. There's easier ways to interrupt the bomb's flight path here than down being it with a cherry bomb, because that's just like a lot of commitment. But you know, you can do something like you can pull another bomb and then like, I don't know, just like stop it with up air 1 or something. Shit out of me. Anyway,
I guess the idea behind it is it's not like they can parry the finisher.
Yeah.
They're either getting hit or they're not.
Yeah, but of course, like the problem is
fucked me up, by the way.
The risk for doing like this kind of thing while you're edge riding is not like, oh, you get parried, right? Well, usually, I mean, maybe they wave land on a stage and parry it in a really bad situation, and that's great. But like, still going for like a high commitment option like down B means that you're giving up the amount of time, because like time is your biggest resource when you're edge riding someone. There's a certain amount of time you'll have before they get back on stage and like make an attempt to get back on stage where you can get your setup ready. And the more that you spend on like a move like side B or down B, right, the less time you have to do other things. So like here, like you're barely actionable from the down B by the time Wyberry is wall jumping here. And like you try to pull another bomb because you want to do a setup, but at this point they already have an option to get back on the stage. So before you can really get into a safe position, you get reversaled and hit by the finisher and take like 30.
The idea behind... I'm just gonna... Can we go back to the finisher?
Finisher, yeah.
Just like on the bomb pool. Sorry. Yeah, so...
Here,
if you notice on the bomb pool, I turn around. I did not want to turn around. I wanted to stay facing that way so I could jab the finisher.
Oh, I see.
And because that turnaround happened, you can see I do the dash there.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Which fucks me completely. Because if I jab that finisher,
if you jab the finisher, it'll hit. Yeah, you're good.
Pretty sure it kills the fireball.
Yeah, it'll kill the fireball. If it doesn't kill the fireball, the jab will, but bomb speed all other projectiles, basically. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. So, it happens. It's just like, I would say, you know, you wouldn't be in that kind of situation without this down B here, so just like watch out for that.
I think the fault there is actually pulling the cherry. It just shouldn't pull a bomb there.
Yeah, you know, you get the idea. You need to be watching what they're doing and just realize you don't have enough time, really. It's a habit I have too. Just like whenever I use the bomb off stage, I pull another one immediately, and I often get owned. That's this recovery work. Yeah, ledge dash is fine. Like someone pairing your ledge dash, especially if they do it like this late timing here, where it's like you're ledge dashing off the first one. You know, they're not gonna have enough time to punish you directly, which is nice. And rolling out with ledge dash is great here. Yeah, it's fine. It's just like, you know, this subsequent interaction. Yeah. Like here, maybe what you want to do is like go all like wave dash back and like try to play neutral here. Yeah, but you have an advantageous position, so I think this is fine. It doesn't work out.
I think here is just you go center stage and you just reset.
Yeah, that's like the safe option. But you know, you do have an opportunity to win neutral very easily because they're in the corner there. you know, you get an up tilt there, you're getting a free edge guard, so I don't fault you for going for that, but yeah, if you want to be safe, you go to center stage instead. Yeah, this is fine.
It's the mind game of, I know they can parry the bomb, so I'm just not gonna chuck it at them.
Yeah, this is good. If someone's like over relying on parrying against you, you should just do that. For sure. Up air starter is interesting here, like maybe you can go for back air to get an edge guard. I like to edge guard Zetterburn, but you know, it does like 9% and you get something off of it, it's still fine. Here, going for side B is interesting, because side B is not going to really give you anything directly without a bomb.
Oh, well, I can't hit them anyway. Right?
You can't hit them, but what you can do is you can use the time to pull a bomb instead.
Yeah, I just think Zetterburn on top of a platform. If I pull a bomb there, I'm risking...
I mean, if you pull a bomb here, then you're risking something, right?
I think it's more just, I want that extra, like, little percent out of the combo. Because it's not like they can parry it. Like, they won't be able to get there in time to parry.
Yeah, but you're still giving up potential advantage, right? Because if you pull a bomb, like, here, right, there's no way that they can punish you for it, right? You can pull, like, 2 bombs. You can pull a bomb, Z drop a bomb, and pull another one before they're out of hit stun. Because the side B just takes a long time. It's a choice, like, it's not necessarily wrong, but,
yeah,
you know, side B is just not that good.
Something in me is don't do that. I think that's more because I don't know. Something in me doesn't like that as an option.
Okay.
I can definitely see that as valid, and it is definitely like the thing of pulling the bomb is probably what you should be going for, because you just don't have the time to side B them there, and you're not getting anything else off the combo.
Yeah, like, even if you did have time to side B, which, like, if they didn't tech here, it's, like, frame perfect that they get out of this.
Also, they weren't actually in hit stun, because you can see the fast fall. Spark.
That's true.
So they get out of hit stun and fast fall, and if they didn't do that, then they were also getting hit.
Yep. Or, you know, they could have, like, air dodge, but that spends a resource. That's, like, sort of what side B's good at, is scaring people into spending a resource out of hit stun. Like, the problem is, like, once you realize that side B is not going to do anything, if it hits you, you just, like, get hit by it and DI out, and you're fine.
Even on DIN, like, Molo
yeah,
can't really punish you.
You know, DIN is, like, a mix-up to get hit at worst, so...
Was it DIN drift in is the only way Molo can get a true combo off it?
Yeah. Yeah. Unless it's got, like, you know, 200 billion% or something.
No, because it would just kill you at that point.
Yeah. Yeah, basically. Yeah, because, like, the thing here with the side B is, of course, like, because of this, you're ending up, you know, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 frames before they're actionable, basically. 7, maybe. Right? All you really have time to do is wave dash in, and now you're in, like, this sort of frame neutral situation where, rather than being able to, like, nair at this platform before they can even act, you're having to basically scrap with Zetterburn in a frame neutral situation, which Zetterburn is way more likely to win than you are. You know, you can imagine, like, pulling a bomb here, even not pulling a bomb here, even just, like, sitting at center stage and not going for the side B, or just, like, running forward. Because, like, you do spend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 frames on the ground before you're actionable out of the side B. And, of course, if you don't side B here, you know, you have options to move faster. You know, you can get to the platform in time to, like, nair edit or something, or just, like, do some option while you're plus to cover more and, like, beat out this flash up air. Another thing, like, you know, if you do decide to pull a bomb here, you can, like, throw it under the platform to cover if they do instant flat drop, but not, like, be at a spacing where they can parry it if they stay on the platform. You know, things like that to just apply pressure in a situation where you have a stronger advantage rather than having to sort of play neutral here because of the commitment of the side B, right? Because obviously, whatever option you decide to go for pressure here, or whatever pressure option you decide to go for here, is going to risk that it doesn't work, and then you reset to neutral. That's fine. But it's just like with side B, the risk reward is a little skewed because you don't get much off of it, but you are still spending a lot of time and positioning to set it up. I guess that's sort of my point. But yeah.
What a solid fair. Nice, clean.
I mean, it's unfair.
Yeah, it just happens. It is what happens here.
Clean.
Yeah, like, you know, you're sort of trying to cover this, like this jump here or something like that, right? Happens. and then yeah, you go for an aggressive nair and get beat out.
She's got like that consistency for sure. But yeah, you'll see some cool stuff. I love the way that she uses shine. I think like that consistency for sure.
Let's hear. This is a little aggressive. I guess yeah, they use air dodge here, so it's not a bad idea to like go for this once they have air dodge, but just you
shouldn't like jump off stage like that.
Yeah, you want to wait for the air dodge to be used.
Well, no. I mean, just like closer to the ledge.
Closer to the ledge.
I should be jumping.
Yeah, you can do that too.
Because like I don't have any speed there. I should do the
Yeah, because like you can
just like I don't fucking know.
Yeah. I mean, like, yeah, you can go off stage here, and I don't think it's a bad idea at all to, like, go off stage, and then you can, like, double jump here, and if they use air dodge, then you can go in pressure, and if they don't, then you just go back onto the stage, right? It's a very low commitment way to, like, scare people.
Dair trades with Z1 up B.
Yeah, it does, but if they keep their air dodge, if they keep their air dodge and you try to dair them, then they can air dodge above you, and then reversal you, and then they're fine, and you're maybe dead. Right, because they can air dodge out of the up B startup, and they can't do that if they don't have the air dodge, which is why I'd say
they can do it out of the startup, but not while they're traveling.
Not while they're traveling.
The idea there is like,
yeah, but like you can think about like
the timing I'm going for is they're not air dodging.
Yeah, well they do air dodge is the problem, and then it misses.
Yeah.
So like that's why you want to sort of bait out that option because it is like the one mix-up that has access to during up B, and like even if they know that you're gonna try to hit them while they're traveling. They can still decide to like use the up B to just like use the air dodge out of the up B to just like stop up being and do a different option instead that won't be as punishable. Right now you're committing a lot because you're off stage trying to intercept them. It's the same situation where it's like if you try to hit them out of the up B at startup and you miss, right? Basically.
I don't think so because hitting them out of the startup would put me a lot lower rather than hitting them while they're traveling.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you're farther away from the wall that way, but you know, it's the same sort of thing where it's like you're trying to edge guard them.
Like height.
Yeah,
height-wise.
Sure.
Like hitting them while they're traveling, you can do it from a lot higher up, which makes it safer. You're not risking as much.
Yeah, but I mean,
I still don't think I should be going for this dair.
Yeah, not fast falling anyway. But you know, it's just like this is like your whole edge guard now. So it's a high risk thing to go for. Yeah, watch it down B.
I don't know what that was. That's bad.
If you don't know what it was, it's probably habit. Just like that's having someone doing this. What is this like? Double jump hit stun here is fine. You're going for a lot of dair reversals. I'm noticing where you try to like double jump dair people out of hit stun, or like double jump fast fall dair. It's fine. It's like high reward, but I think you're doing it a little too often. Just, like go for more like. I mean, here you can back air or something instead, like if you have that sort of awareness, but you can also just like try to like go for another double jump here, like around here, and just try to reset to neutral, because resetting to neutral is always going to be your safest option out of disadvantage, compared to going for like a reversal. And reversals they certainly have their place, right, if someone's being overzealous and they're overextending, but against someone who's like really aware of what's going on, like. If Wyberry here decides to just fastball rather than trying to go for a double jump and like follow you up and cover it's an option which is also risky for them to do, right? There's like no way any reversal will hit them, right? If they just like go here, notice that they missed, and then they like fastball down here away from you, like you don't have a way to hit them out of that, and then they'll get to the ground first, and they can potentially like cover your landing with some kind of option, right? So, like, resetting to neutral is something that's just, like, good to do pretty often whenever you can as, like, an out-of-hit stun option. Because, like, this dair sort of, like, because they went for this sort of risky back air here, it's not terrible, but you do still end up in the corner while they aren't. I guess, like, they go for, like, the sound switch. It's not, like, a terrible situation for you, but it's dependent on Wyberry also going for a risky option for it to not be terrible for you. So it's just good to be aware of that. Yeah, here it's just unfortunate you just like miss the whiff punish window by a little bit.
Another very clean.
Oh well, I mean I shouldn't be force smashing in that situation.
Yeah, probably not. But
it's just like a bad.
I mean, it's like
play.
I can sort of understand it because I mean I know force smash isn't that good, and also where are we? Yeah,
I mean, it should be up strong.
Yeah, you can do up strong
minimum,
here.
I think.
But, like, you know, there's a world where they drift forward a little bit more before down
more?
specialing, and then the forward strong hits. I can understand why you do it, but yeah, obviously this doesn't work
Go
here.
back a little more, sorry.
A little more? Okay.
Because the decision to make, like, yeah, so it's like
here.
there.
Yeah, I guess that's true, right? You're not really reacting to the down B. Okay.
Like, they're down being when I'm forward stronging.
Yeah,
so.
that's true. Okay, yeah, fair enough.
But
like,
I still feel like that should never be a forward strong anyway. That
probably not. Like, you never want to really use forward strong, if I'm being honest. Because up strong here, you can just, like, reposition up strong if you're drawing for this read anyway, and it'll just give you more.
Or even if, like, they don't down B, just, like,
Yeah.
following them underneath.
Yeah, you want to be more patient, for sure.
Another very clean.
What happens here? Like, this is, like, sort of what I mean. Like, I guess you could, like, waveland on the splat instead of double jumping towards center stage. But this is basically, like, a neutral reset. Right? You do this whole thing. Here, you know, you just want to, like, wave dash back and down tilt, probably. Like, you can see that they're on this platform. You don't have a ton of time to react to it, but you do want to, for aerials, you know, you don't want to, like, try to punish a flat drop aerial with another one. Especially, like, on this layout, because you just don't have enough space for it. So here you have to go for, like, a grounded option instead. And, yeah, because of, like, the time this takes, they're able to dash away and punish you.
It wasn't Shine, it was back or nair.
Yeah, there's reversals there again. It works out, but, like, it still is, like, a risky option, so you want to be careful.
It's so sexy, but I don't know the full consistency that gives you more damage.
Interaction. You get hit by the fireball, you go for, like, reversal F throw. Doesn't hit, but now you have to deal with invisibility. Yeah, that's fine. It'll happen. Watch you F tilt. I'm assuming you didn't mean to do that.
Ava is very, very knowledgeable on how bombs
But yeah, there's the parries.
We both know about bomb ownership. We know our prior.
Same thing happened.
I guess what I'd say here is just, like, you don't want to pull bombs while you're still in the corner. I guess it's, like, a sort of hard thing to recognize, because ultimately they do, like, dash away here. But you know, it's just, the more disadvantage you're in, the worse bombs are because it skews the risk reward of them. So it's just like, you know, it's more likely that this blows up in your face if you do it from this position, right? Because you just don't have that much space to get away or apply pressure. Get the idea.
Yeah, I think the finisher was fine, but not how I set it up. I think that the double jump down throw was too committal.
Yeah. Here, going for, like, I'd say probably you want to go back on stage after the first down air here. Like, going for another dair is fine, like, you get an early stock and it's worth going for. You're not risking a lot, but from here, like, you sort of have to up B, or you're going to end up... Like, if they decided to not go for this down air here, and they just, like, double jumped and waited, then they're above you, and now they're edge guarding you, which would really suck, right? Because then you end up, like, in this sort of situation where it's, like, you know, you're having to land on stage after them, and they get time to up tilt you, even though you were in advantage just like a second ago.
So, like, you could main the random bomb someday if you wanted.
Yeah,
I rolled a D8 beside my character.
I don't know, maybe it's the Molo, but like...
What number did you roll?
What's the side B?
I rolled Molo 11 out of 14 times. It was freakish.
It's the universe.
I like that here. Let me go back to this. I like this after here, like, you're covering the platform movement. That's, like, I think what after is really good at. Works well.
It was freakish.
There you probably just want to, like, send them off stage. Maybe that's what you're trying to do. I know Nair Flipper can be annoying.
That's what I'm saying.
Watch out for the side B there. Again, it's like, you know, committing a lot here. And this time they could have parried it too.
Tell you something?
That's what I'm saying.
This works. I'm noticing you are doing, like, a lot of aerial approaches. Like, off this platform, again, you go for, like, this sort of double jump bomb pull thing.
That's what I'm saying.
Or, like, you don't... Actually, no, I'm lying. You go, like, I'm just thinking, like, you go into the air a lot in this sort of position rather than, like, going for, like, a straight flat drop nair when you aren't in the scramble.
I do notice that I go into I double jump a lot.
Yeah. It's very tempting to do with Marlowe, and I won't say it's bad either, because the 3 jumps gives you a lot more mix-ups than most characters when you're landing. But
it's not a good habit.
It's not a good habit, yeah. Like, you want to use it very intentionally, because it's gonna... Just being in that position means it's a lot harder for you to whiff punish if someone decides to commit. And it means that they can take a risk without really actually taking a risk, but potentially are still rewarded for it if they get the right read or whatever.
And the second double jump is a lot weaker, so there are options which...
Those downers are scary.
Yeah.
You guys do well.
You're Yeah, let's look at this edge guard real quick. Yeah, you got a reversal down tilt because they overcommit with a down strong. Down tilt pair here is great. Here, like, it's kind of hard to really hit them here at this point because you've waited a little too long to go off stage, which is a fine thing to do, right, in case they go something else. It's been the air dodge you can see.
Yep.
So maybe you want to try to hit them traveling, but you just don't want to double jump here, I guess, it's a real thing.
Oh,
Those downers are scary.
the problem is if I
Very close
screw up
to
the down air there for the hitting traveling, I'm dead.
Okay.
Not
They're too low to
necessarily.
go for it.
I mean, you took a little while to go for
Too
it.
low unless I like hit them on late.
Yeah, you can time it for the late hit, is generally what I do. And the other thing is, like, if you sort of try to hit them... How do I visualize this? Like... Actually, I'm not going to try to set up Zedibird to do that. If you try to hit them, like, while you're in front of them, because down air, here, I can show this, at least. Down air has, like, this sort of, like, you know, it hits in front of you, right? If you sort of position yourself so that Zedibird's in front of you while they're going towards the wall, you know, you can make it so that either they run into the down air or, like, they hit, like, this top part of your hurt box, and then the up B will save you from dying. But, like, even then, like, you know, you can go for, like, this down, or, okay, you go for, like, this down air, and that's still active by the time you sort of reach that bottom, blast zone, right? And you can still survive. It's a little scary, but you can do it. And if you want to go for, like, this down air edge guard here, you kind of have to, or it's just never going to hit them. Because, like, this down air is just not hitting. It just won't. And if you want to be safer, then what you probably want to do here instead is just, like, pull... Like, you can probably, like, pull finisher and side B it and try to have it fall on them as they're getting back to the wall. Like, that's just, like, a safer way to go about it. That's not going to guaranteed kill them, but you don't have to worry about, like, whipping your down air and exploding.
Yeah, I mean, the worst case, they take the finisher. Like, they took 20 extra %.
Yeah.
Very close to...
Because usually it'll stand away from the wall, too.
You're not dead.
Here.
Those downers are scary.
Yeah, here, Cherry Side is probably fine. It's just like you didn't really have much time.
Those cherry bombs are terrifying.
I like that Nair setup, but you know, you're staying in the corner by doing it, so just like be aware of
Yeah,
that.
explosive cherry bombs
Oh
are
yeah, this
terrifying.
is like good coverage. Like,
Yeah, using the gun.
yeah, this works.
Yeah.
You know, maybe you want to be a little closer so you can apply more pressure with normals, but it works. Fine.
Explosive.
Nice.
First one into the second
Yeah,
one,
I mean,
very
it's the
smart
thing
from
of, like,
Brady.
I'm
love to see that
leaving the
technical
bomb,
hollow play.
actually.
Yeah, here's like the double jump down there
to
again.
see that
Just
technical
like watch out for that
hollow play.
habit.
Yeah, I feel like Burning's the only one who...
But it did call out
Yeah.
on the uphill.
I mean, it does, but like,
Yeah,
if they
I
had
feel
decided
like
to not do
Burning's the
that,
only
you
one
would have been in
who
a bad spot,
really
right?
pushed Molo to this.
Like, you have to
Yeah.
consider decisions. Like, the way I'm trying to analyze this is not necessarily to figure out the decisions that led you to win or lose this specific match, but more so
The risks taken.
yeah, the risk taken and like looking for habits that might have bad risk reward, because those are usually going to show up when you're fighting other people too. Maybe not, but I just like to highlight these things because they're important to be aware of in terms of like knowing what kind of situation you're putting yourself in by making these decisions. Because that'll allow you to you know, really assess points of high risk that you're often going to be doing to lose matches. Like, most of the time people lose matches in this game, it's not because they like guessed wrong on RPS or something. It's usually because they went for some option that was just bad. So yeah, if you don't have
Not like it wasn't a one-off that they've done. They've just become predictable.
yeah, I guess. Like, obviously Wyberry isn't predicting them because they get hit by like 2 more times. So by that logic, like, sure, you could still be going for them, but just like make sure you're not doing it in situations where people
Like,
are punishing you for it, is what I'm trying to say.
Well, but then again, this is the first game that we are playing in the best of 5, right? They can adapt later on to counter that approach, and then I've got bad muscle memory.
Right, yeah. Yeah, of course. That's why habits are important, of course. Anyway. Yeah, good parry bait there. This is fine. Sure. I mean, you know, this is like risky. Maybe you want to like drift back here so you can wall jump cancel it just like a little bit. Because that means you aren't risking a ton by going for forward air here, actually. This is actually a great angle to get like wall jump cancel forward air if you... I like this. I should steal this. Because it's like, you know, if you just like drift back a bit, you can wall jump cancel out of it. And if you whiff, you aren't really in a bad spot. But you get the panic option, so it works out.
I mean, it's just the thing of like, I don't think they were at the distance that I could get the wall jump cancel and hit them.
Um,
I don't know what the range on fear is though.
uh, it's close. I mean, you're only a couple pixels away from the wall, though. You probably would have.
But like, look at the distance fear is from them after the.
There is
the
a very
dodges.
big hitbox. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty big. So I don't know. It's maybe not, but like, you know, in general, you don't know necessarily that they're going to
to
air dodge like that specific way, right? So like doing a wall jump cancel fair here is still threatening a lot of stuff. Like especially if they, you know, if they decide to uppy towards the wall or if they air dodge towards the wall, then it'll hit still. So in like the whole point of wall jump cancel fair is you're not risking a lot by going for it. So
It's drifting towards wall. I don't know if I reacted to the air dodge though, or just started drifting forward.
I don't know if you are drifting forward here.
drifting
It seems like
back.
you're drifting a little back. Yeah, I don't know. Because fair sends you forward naturally, and you're sort of falling at a neutral horizontal momentum.
The
Anyway,
initial thing of fear does, but not. It doesn't like have a constant
no, it
multiplier.
does. It doesn't have a multiplier. It just like moves you forward here.
Yeah, just on the initial
No,
move
no,
though.
the
Not
whole time.
the whole time. Really?
Yeah, pretty much. Here, let me see if there's a good way for me to show this. I think you're right, actually.
Yeah, like I thought it was just you get an initial boost. Yeah, you just
I'm moving a little bit here, but like I'm moving backwards here. You can see I'm moving a little bit from the wall. I don't think it's as strong, but yeah. It certainly wouldn't be like strong enough where if you were fully drifting back, you wouldn't touch the wall. Because you can, I mean, that wasn't even like from the position you did it. It's like here, right? Like you can still drift back to the wall there if you want to. But anyway.
In my head, it's you get an initial boost of momentum, and then.
Well, yeah, like the initial boost is something that's harder to counteract because you're not going to be able to accelerate backwards in time to fully counteract it. And maybe it is stronger. I don't know the full mechanics, but effectively, yeah, sort of like if you drift back later, then the momentum forward from the forward air isn't going to be able to really fully counteract that at all. This makes sense as a counterpick for Zetaburn. I'm interested in these bands. I think Blazing's okay, but I won't critique your logic. I think these are fine.
I want platforms. I don't like that I need to double jump to get to Blazing's top platform fast. And I don't like the offstage game of Rockwall.
Okay.
That's my reasons.
Alright.
And I will come back to that because game 5 is fun.
Okay.
Spoilers, but
I did watch the stream, I will say, so I have an idea of what happens, but this downhill is interesting. Like it's sort of catching them, like trying to. I guess it's not super high risk, but just like I would probably.
The idea of it is if they're gonna be playing aggressive, I can catch them out. This is like if they open by running towards me, which in my mind, Molo versus Zeta wants to get in close.
I mean, I guess that's true, but
so
it's like,
just like
you're wave dashing forward to do this. They could like run up dash attack, and that'll be faster. At this point,
would they be in range? They probably would, yeah.
Yeah, at this point, like you're delaying a bit into the wave dash to do the down tilt. You can probably notice on round stress that they're dashing back. I mean, it's just like, it's a high-risk opener to go for. It could work, and you don't get punished, so I guess it's alright, but again, just something to be aware of. Oh, alright, 2x speed. Whoops. Okay. After to like catch punch off here is alright. It's a little tougher on Spirit Tree because the platforms are lower, so it's hard to do it in a way where it can't get parried, but you know, it works out fine. Dash attack finisher here is interesting. I would like probably wave dash forward and then like jab. Because you have time to do that out of this, and then you can get like jab up tilt for a little bit better of an edge guard. Yeah, here like, you know, I like the down tilt here, but you know, you want to wait until they're gonna wall jump, I guess is the big thing. Or like if you're worried they're gonna tech, you can jab them instead. because jab's just gonna like let you cover their wall tech option a little easier. But unfortunately, it is Otterburn, so like wall tech double jump back air is insanely fucking fast, and they could just hit you here.
Shine. I am that close.
Yeah, or shine. Yeah. You know, if you're that close, it's just like risky. So I would say generally you want to go for like less of the options that risk getting wall teched against Setter if you're going to be really close to the ledge like this. Yeah, I'm assuming that wasn't intentional.
No, it was not.
Okay.
That bomb pull is bad, I know.
Yeah, it's like a similar thing where it's like you're jumping up off the platform to pull the bomb, and at this point they sort of figured it out and they're calling you out for it. It's fine to like sort of go for this. You know, you want to get the finisher if you can, and it just unfortunately does reverse it. Happens. But it puts you in a bad spot, of course. Assuming the down air was not intentional. I like the drift back there to get back on stage. That was good.
Yeah, just making use of the overhangs.
Yeah. Yeah, here's like they're sort of catching the double jump out of hit stun again, because you go for that a lot. Like, watch out for that. Watch out there, here's fine. Again, the side B, I would just like pull a bomb or something, or just like take more stage control or something like that. Which is a bit punish. Like here I guess you kind of need to recognize that it's just sort of a lost cause, because there's not really good ways to hit the bomb here with back air or whatever that they won't be able to double jump out of. That was to get the bomb off the screen. Well, it's not going to really pose many risks to you here if they're DIing this way.
I'm assuming we're resetting back to neutral. I don't want a finisher above me.
Well, it's not
I'd rather the finisher not be there. Because it's going to be on my side taking up space, and I'll need to either parry it or dodge it at some point.
I guess, but you're not resetting to neutral here, right? If you chase like Wyberry here, like by the time they get out of hit stun, you can be like, you know, you can be like here, right? The finisher isn't applying much pressure if you're here. You can see my mouse, right? You know, you can see the spot I'm starting. Okay, good. Yeah, like if you're here, the finisher is not like going to apply much pressure. It's going to probably have blown up by this point, or be close to it. Right, as long as you DI in, there's no way they're going to hit you into it. And even then, you are in such a strong advantage here. Like, they're above you in hit stun. Right, like this landing fireball, if you were here, wouldn't hit you. Right, they could go for like a landing down or whatever, but you can always dash back and will punish that, or like landing forward air. Right, you have a much better chance of winning this interaction than they do, because you are in advantage here, even if they get out of hit stun. So I would say the finisher doesn't pose that much risk to you, and because of the fact that you go to get rid of it, you're ending up in this kind of spot where you are really resetting the neutral, and then you have to like worry about this fireball, and you know, at this point it's neutral, right? It's just like, you know, no ambiguity about it. I'm assuming that side view was like a bomb pull or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Watch the down B. Yeah, the finisher is fine. But, yeah, watch the down B.
Yeah, just bad down Bs and up strongs I shouldn't be going for. We love Molo.
Yep. Versus there, works out there. I mean, I guess just like, yeah, it's just like a landing down there. If they're still getting copied, I don't necessarily blame you for going for it. But you know, we've talked about it. Just like make sure it's not a habit. I'm seeing you go for like a lot of these sort of like codec timing flat drop aerials, to like wall people out, which I'd caution against. It's because it's like, you know, it's a predictable timing. It's very easy to whip punish aerials in this game if they're spaced in a predictable way, which flat drops ensure they are. So just like, you know, mix up your timing more if you're going to go to plat. And if you want to be aggressive rather than going for this like flat drop stuff, you just want to like run after them, right? Because like this is another thing where it's like they whip a move and you're trying to do this aerial to punish them. When if they whip this move here, right, you can just down tilt them for it, right? Instead, if you are, you know, it's a little scarier because being like on the ground here is a lot scarier than being on the plat here, but you're sort of banking by dashing back on the fact that they're going to use a move anyway. So trying to play for like the grounded whip punish is just going to have a lot more success.
I think it's on the wave dash back. I in the moment don't believe that I can punish them with down tilt before they get a parry off.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that's fine, but like if they're wake up parrying every time they whip a move, then that's pretty good for you, right? Like getting parried one time is worth the fact that if every time they're doing that, like they're gonna try to parry. And of course the other thing you can do is instead of down tilting, you can like wave dash in and jab. Right? It's like I guess the best thing they can get is like shine, which they're not gonna be ready to like off strong you out of it if you're running in and jabbing them and it's like a wake up option. Right? People who wake up parry a lot, it's like annoying, but if you mix up your timing on your punishes or just like go for jab more, it's gonna get owned because parry is just like a super risky option, right? You can literally run up and charge down strong if you know they're gonna wake up parry, and it's like way worse of a whip punish for them than if they just whipped an F tilt and got punished, right? Because they tried to like do a different, safer option out of the whiff. So like going for the down tilt there, even if it wouldn't hit, which it probably would have if you did it fast enough, like, you know, it's just like, it's good to go for every now and then, right? Because it's still a good option to apply pressure out of that sort of scramble where they're minus and you can't get your true whip punish, but they also don't have access to like their fast, safe options, so they have to commit to something. And it's a very advantageous mix-up for you. Yeah, here I just like caution against.
I'm just playing with my bomb here.
Yeah, like the problem here is like because even if you don't do a move here, this parry is gonna hit the bomb, so it's just like a very risk-free option for them to go for.
Yeah, I think if I want to like actually, if I'm thinking about that, that's a wave dash jab so that they get the parry on the jab.
That's definitely true. That might make it so that they still reflect the bomb afterwards, but I don't think they will. But yeah, you can go for that, or like, you know, you can just like.
I mean,
probably
even if it does, I'm in flinch. I'm not.
Yeah.
Like.
Well, I mean, the finisher would be prime, but you know, it's probably the jab is safe, right? I guess what you could go for here instead of if you want to like avoid having the bomb be like something that can be used against you, is rather than going for like a down tilt, you can try to up tilt it, and that sort of like lets it cover this sort of airspace, and like apply mental stack pressure that way.
I've been punished too many times doing that. If you want it to be safe here, you jab one.
I mean, you can jab, but that leaves the bomb on stage, so they can still fuck with it. Like, if you don't want to be caught just, like, playing with the bomb, then you have to get it out of the way.
Up tilt has the same problems as down tilt here, though, is that they can just run in and parry it. Well, it's happened to me many times.
Well, down tilt, like, you think about how long it is until it lands, right? You down tilt a bomb, or... This bomb's about to blow up. You down tilt a bomb, right? It takes, like, you know... probably parryable around here, right? It's like 30 frames, right? It's a decent amount of time, but, you know, it's not gonna actually stop them from doing that, because, like, what ends up happening is because of this down tilt, right? Whatever approach option you decide to go for is inherently going to be fucked, because they can always parry this bomb, and you don't have an option fast enough to stop them from either parrying the bomb or parrying you. Even if it's a jab, right? A jab isn't the worst thing to get parried, you're fine, but you're not in a winning situation if you get your jab parried, right? It's still not good. If you up tilt the bomb...
It's salvaging a bad situation.
Yeah, but, like, what I'm saying is you can salvage it earlier, because if you up tilt the finisher instead, right, it takes, like, this is the point where it would be parryable if it was down tilt. It takes until, like, you know, another 16 frames before they have any chance of parrying it. And beyond that, the fact that it's going to be, like, here, let's see, you narrow on the bomb here, right? If you up tilt the bomb here, it's going to land, like, over here rather than over here, right? So they have to run in and get closer to you and risk getting hit more in order to try and parry the bomb, right? For up tilt, because of the angle, you can run past the bomb, and that gives you a mix-up, right? If you have, like, a... God, why does it do that when you press that button in the pause menu? Right, if I down tilt this bomb, there's no way for me to run past the bomb and stop them. Like, if an opponent is here, they're always going to get to the bomb before I can, right? So they don't... It's not like, oh, am I going to have to put up with this? If you up tilt the bomb and then run forward, right, you could wait before attacking, or you could not wait, right? Because they still have to be in your threat range before the bomb becomes low enough where they can parry it and get that guaranteed safe option to deal with it, right? Because as soon as they parry the bomb, right, you have to deal with something. It gives them invincibility. You can't necessarily stop them from parrying it if it gets to the point where it'll be close enough to the ground for that to happen. But what you do have is, you know, if you up tilt this bomb, I can like be or like stop platforms. Let's do here. If I up tilt this bomb, right, I can be here and like I have like a good 15 frames of time mix up to go for before they have the option to like, oh, I know this bomb is gonna land now, I can just parry it, right? Because the bomb landing is a very reactable option that someone who is on it will deal with every time if you let them. But by just like running in and standing here, like you're applying pressure because your buttons aren't reactable. Whereas here, there's only one timing for your attack that you can do here that will hit before the bomb does. So they can parry that and then also cover the bomb at the same time and just be completely safe. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Essentially, it is, I am lining up my hitbox with the bomb hitbox. I should not be doing that.
Yeah. And I mean, like, the problem is, of course, like, if you didn't do that and you just, like, stayed back, they would have still parried the bomb. It wouldn't be, like, you wouldn't die for it like you do here, but, like, still, you can salvage the situation in a better way.
I could still die for it.
You could, but it's not like you're as dead as if you actually get parried.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, this after is fine. It's like kind of in the unreactable range. It's a good way to like pressure the platform.
Well, it's just the previous times I've missed them. So
yeah, that makes sense.
I'm now showing I will hit you with the bomb. You can't just ignore me doing it now.
It's a good HPC. Yep. That's fine. Fair BBS is fine. Just again watch your downbeat here.
Yeah.
Like this like forces them into this sort of situation. You just probably want to hold on to the cherry bomb and try to I don't know. You know, you want to catch them ball jumping because they have to ball jump is the main thing. Like you can sort of
cherry bomb or just like down throw, right?
Yeah, you can like down throw the cherry. You can also like hold on to it maybe, and then just like when they're wall jumping, like try to hit them here by up throwing the bomb like after like right here ish. Like maybe a little later you can throw the bomb at the platform because if they wall jump off of the wall it'll hit them. And again, you can like do the thing you were talking about where you put it in front of you as well and then you jab it. But you know, you have to wait a little bit to get to the ledge to do that after you pull it rather than like, you know, if you dropped it like you know, all the way here, it's not going to do that much. But if you drop it over here, it's fine. It's a good option.
I think dropping it is fine.
It's fine.
If you get the slider, I think it's fine.
Sure. Oh yeah, I guess I forgot you do use down toss. I usually drop bombs, so it wouldn't be as close to the ledge for me. Yeah, here I guess like just watch like these sort of double jumps back to stage or back to center stage. It's just safer to move in a grounded way. I guess like you're worrying about flash drop aerials, but flash drop aerial will still hit you here if they go for it. Yeah, that's a good recovery. It's just like make sure you trade. Yeah, that works. Actually, yeah, this like up air is fine here. Like you can go for nair, but they are gonna like maybe try to parry it, and it's just like make sure that you don't get punished if nothing else. But I mean, you just don't want to like dash in afterwards here like you do, or do the forward strong.
Well, the forward strong is throwing.
Yeah.
And it's just more of the same habits of double jump, double jump.
Yeah, just like watch for landing arrows. I just like in general the trend so far seems to be that I want you to stay closer to the ground and not down beyond edge strikes. Those are like the two main things. I mean, yeah, I've been doing all right. You're still in the lead here, so yeah. At the end, like the sort of double jump down there. Yeah, a little overzealous there. You probably want to go for like waveland down tilt instead. Because just like up strong hitting there is not going to actually kill them.
Yeah.
It's easy to get like thirsty for a kill when you're in that sort of spot, but you just have to not let the pressure get to you and recognize that they're also under that pressure, so you can go for a lot of whack mix-ups as well, but that's like, you know, whole yummy thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a fine kind of pick. Good model stage. Yeah, here, like, sort of watch the
like,
landing aerials.
yeah.
Watch down B. Watch the double jump out of his stun there. Yeah, that's tough. Sometimes you will just get parried for that, but it's not a bad recovery option. Yeah, here again, it's like sort of. I'm seeing you like do a lot of walling when you're in the corner, like with back air. You're trying to like cover them running in, but they're not really falling for that. Like you can be more aggressive here, and try to take some space back because, you know, worst case scenario is they catch your movement and you get hit. But you know, if you whiff any move in the corner like this, you're probably getting punished anyway. So moving in closer when you do your move to maybe hit them if they're staying farther away, which we have been consistently doing, will not only, like, you know, it adds more mix up to your option out of the corner where it's like they have to worry about your spacing. But it also means if you like whiff, or even if you don't whiff and they don't punish you, then you have more of a stage to work with than if you like sort of stay in the corner and press buttons. Like I do see like a lot of people go for this, which is like you can imagine your opponent's like here, right? Or like even like here, honestly, right? And you're here, right? It's very tempting to like go for like this kind of stuff to just like try to stop them from running up and hitting you. But the problem is you're staying in the corner when you're doing that. So if they get a hit, they'll be able to take it a long way because you're automatically off stage, right? Whereas if like you go to a platform, right, and do like, you know, flat drop nair here, or you like wave dash in, right? They could punish this, but this is so much better of a position to be in, even though it's like not even that far. Relative to being here is pretty great, right? Because now they're having to go all the way back here and basically go all the way back to center stage to get in range where they can whip punish you if you go for that kind of aggressive option. And then you also have the mix of like, oh, I'm just going to go up here instead. Or things like that, right? Whereas like going for a move here, this is exactly what someone who's trying to corner pressure you is going to want you to do. Because it's very easy for them to get into position ahead of time where they can just like whip punish you with whatever when you do that. Since you're going to be minus in the corner, and you're also not going to have space to like back up after you whip the move. So even in like those sort of scramble situations where it's like, okay, well, you know, I don't have quite time to whip punish it, but I can apply pressure afterwards because they're still minus, right? Normally the best thing to do after you whip a move is just to run away, right? Because then it's harder to whip punish you, and they could like try to dash in and then you whip punish them, right? If you're in the corner, you just can't do that, right? This is just like, you can do this, but it's just not enough time to hit them, and they can get another move off to catch you.
But it's also investing a lot of resources.
Yeah, that's the other thing too, of course. Like if you're doing like this sort of landing stuff. Yeah, it's mostly a fun recovery, yeah. Like the thing is, of course, I'm sure you know, like getting your bomb parried here is not actually the worst thing in the world because you still get back on stage for it.
Yeah, it's better than getting the explosion parried.
Yeah, but you know, you gotta watch out and make sure you don't have the spacing to do that. That strong there isn't like amazing, but it's probably better than down B. It's like harder to wall tech. But yeah, the problem is, you know, as you know, big time commitment. So just like watch out for that. When they're going for like these sort of wall jump things, like I feel like the down Bs and F strong are you're doing them mostly to catch your wall jump, if I'm not mistaken. And like that's something you generally want to do against Eder when you don't have the opportunity to just like snipe their up B away from the wall. But going for like safer options here is better. I like to go for you can either throw a bomb, like basically throw a bomb to cover like this position here, or you can like nair. I like to like short hop like over here. Here, let me just go in the game and show you. Like, you know, you can throw a bomb here. I like to do like this, or I do like this nair, right? Like this nair will hit away from the ledge, and you can sort of drift back afterwards. Or you know, you can go for like a back air instead. Right, just like these sort of safer options that don't commit as much are good, because if you like if you whip this back air, you know, you can probably get away in time to not get edge guarded, right? Or like nair is even safer, right? I mean, you probably want to do nair forward, but you know, you can generally get away if they mix up their timing. And like the bomb throw is the safest thing, right? You need a bomb to do it, but it's just like, you know, you chuck this, what the hell are they gonna do about it, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, if they're recovering, you should be able to pull a bomb against most.
You can pull a bomb. The problem is like, you know, if you whip the first bomb, then you no longer have a bomb, and then you have to go for something else. But Yeah, generally I'd say that should be your go-to option to cover the wall jumps. Yeah, this works out, but like this is again like the sort of codec timing back air. You just do flat drop, instant waveland back air. Or that was the wrong word. You do waveland, instant flat drop back air. Yeah, good parry bait. They're gonna fall for it. You should go for it. Oh yeah. Okay, you're right. Yeah, that can definitely cover the ledge from there. Yeah, I should use down toss more.
Yeah, down toss is great.
Yeah. Watch the down air. Again, I just like to see you rather than like doing this sort of double jump first with the bomb, I just like to see you like landing straight up here off the platform without jumping, because then you can get to the ground faster, and like you can probably like with this timing, like you flat dropping before they're jumping, you can probably like if you drift this way and then back air, you're probably gonna hit them before the forward air or before the nair comes out, right? And you get an opening off of that. Whereas like this sort of down throw, like you're setting something up, but you're gonna try to land with a back air afterwards anyway, and you're still like putting yourself in the air. And we've talked about that, like why that's sort of dangerous. So just watch out for that.
Mm.
Smart, fair enough. Like sort of here, you probably have time to like go for up strong or something, but I'm assuming like it's just like you know that in retrospect already.
Well, they secondary mollo, so I'm kind of assuming they're aware of the reverse DI, and they are. So they were holding out there, and so they went in. I thought they were going to be holding in, and they would go out.
I think you have time to like generally cover. Actually, maybe not. Maybe you can't cover everything with up strong, but
probably not with up strong. I feel like you could probably cover a lot with either. With probably nair would catch everything.
It would catch everything. Like but up strong's nice because it kills. Like you're not gonna risk too much by going for up strong here because just has
unless they know the DI and they just get out of up strong.
Well, they can. Yeah, I mean, I guess yeah, but still, like even if the up strong doesn't work, like generally this spacing is gonna be hard for them to get out of it because they're like right where the up strong hitbox is, right from here. It's like very hard to SDI out of it.
On the edge of it. I say just SDI up works though. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I don't have the boxes on.
Like I
mean,
feel like
maybe this one's probably gonna catch them though. Like they're not that high up. They're
yeah,
just,
but
like,
they're not gonna get hit by the. They're not gonna get hit by the final hitbox, which is.
I think they will, but okay, you can do whatever.
I don't know.
It's not bad to fish for a kill there because it's like they're not gonna punish you for it. Like the worst that happens is they go to the platform and tech, and then you're neutral. Watch the like the sort of panic parry here, like this sort of landing aerial here. When you talked about it, but just like I'm seeing you panic parry when it whiffs. You've done that a little earlier this set too. Then you do like the instant down tilt, which is like an instant timing habit, so you want to watch out for.
Sure. I have been told that the down tilting is a problem.
I mean, it's just like a general instant timing thing where it's like in those panic situations you want to. It's very tempting to like go for an option to cover your ass. Like that's sort of what I'm talking about. Where it's like when people like whip a move. Right, if I whip a down tilt, it can be tempting to like match up tilt out of it, or like if I whip a nair, right, just to like make sure I don't get punished. But if that itself is very punishable and people will split that, it doesn't necessarily. It's not that it's down tilt specifically. Like down tilt's a little easier to punish in other moves because it moves you towards them and it has like a fair bit more. Like it's actionable slower than like an up tilt or something, or like a jab.
I mean, I've talked with other people about my habits, and they're like, yeah, no, out of disadvantage, you do down tilt a lot.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, like those situations, like after you whip a move or something, like you just want to run away instead, probably. That's the situation and realize that you have to sort of reset and cut your losses. I like the jab there. You just need to do it a little earlier, I think. Yeah, like you want to cover them as they're going up on the ledge rather than after they're already above it.
Yeah, I think it's actually forward throw, but I think I need to do it earlier because the jab doesn't cover the fireball because they went so high.
Yeah, you just need to do it earlier. If you do a jab earlier, like it'll hit them before the fireball even comes out is a thing.
Yeah.
I think jab's like just a good angle there, and it doesn't commit as much as forward throw, but you could go for forward throw as well. Yeah, watch the down tilt there. but I like that recovery in general. Yeah, like you're forcing them to recover on stage in like a sort of awkward way here because you bonk them, right? They spend the air dodge. Probably here, rather than going for another bomb throw, which isn't going to give you that much, you want to just like try to nair them or something. Yeah, unfortunate. You just need to like not drift in as or drift out as hard. Happens.
And yeah, bad down air as well.
Yeah. I mean, you were at 225. I wouldn't worry about that much.
Well, it's again just habits.
Yeah. It's established at this point, so I'm assuming you're well aware of it, as you seem to be. Yeah, here, as strong, or I guess like not strong here. It's like all right, but you know, it's still just getting a lot.
I should not be going for down strong there.
Yeah, probably not. I like the chair side B though. Chair side B is great at catching Zender down B. Yeah. Yeah, let me look at this sort of corner situation, because this is again like a sort of codec timing back air, but it does work out. Like I think it's all right here, but it's just like if you're calling them out, like you can notice at this point that they are on the platform, right? You have plenty of time to react to that. Like what's gonna happen is like they could go down here, I guess. But like if you're going off the platform to bait an option, right? You can either try to cover them landing by down tilting here, or if you think they're gonna go to the platform, you can waveland on and like do a jab, right? Going for back here is fine. But the problem is if they're on the ground here, then they're going to be able to whip punish you for it. If you just jab here instead, then they can't.
Well, it's also just slow, right? I'm pretty sure they can just, even after they whiff the 40, they can still parry it. Like, they do the dash back.
Yeah, I mean, that's just like, if you wave landed sooner, that wouldn't be a problem. Or if you, like, decided to up tilt the platform or nair it instead of going for this waveland. I don't think this is inherently a bad option to go for, like, the waveland option here, because ultimately it keeps you safe if they decide to go from the platform directly to the ground. But it's just like it's a timing thing.
I mean,
right?
like the waveland back here is like the back here is the problem in this scenario because of how slow it is to come out.
No, it's not very slow at all. It's like, yeah, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4 frames. Like it's not. It's really not that slow. Like going for a jab here isn't going to be much faster. It's just safe if they parry. The problem here is not that the back air is slow, it's that you waveland. So like you wait too long to waveland here to punish them. But again, it's like this scramble here. Like, they could parry you, but it's unlikely they will. And if they go for that, then they're going to be committing a lot. So, like, you're still likely to hit them with this back air here. Maybe it's not as safe as if you jab because they could parry it, but, you know, most of their options do get covered by this if they are on the platform. It's just like the problem of if they're not on the platform, then this doesn't hit them at all and they can whip punish you. Whereas if you, like, go for a jab here and they aren't on the platform, they can't punish you. Yeah, here I'd watch, like, you sort of go for, like, this down tilt to, like, I guess cover them standing still. Here, like, you are in the corner, or they're in the corner, and you have pressure, so I just, like, wait here. But going for an aggressive option isn't inherently bad. It's just, you know, the problem is, like, after you whip this down tilt, you go for an up tilt instead, when, like, from this position, you can sort of recognize the fact that they aren't going to be hit by this up tilt.
From that position, you just back out.
Yeah, you just gotta back out, exactly. Versus here, I mean, it's hitting them, but just like, you know, after that. Fair dair attempt here is fine. You know, you just want to make sure you don't overcommit, and you don't. But, you know, it's just like, it's inherently risking your edge guard. Because, like, you can hit them with uppy here, but the problem is uppy carries them onto the stage, and they're generally going to be actionable faster than you are. Like, they're actionable here, right, which is like the same frame you are, basically. So, you are risking a lot by going for fair dair instead of just taking the forward air, but it's not a bad option because it will kill really early.
Yeah. I mean, I've got the stock lead, so...
Yeah. Yeah, like, this will just, like, happen. You go for, like, finisher.
Yeah.
Here, I guess, like, if they're off stage, you probably just want to throw it sooner or something. Or just, like, hold on to it, I guess. Like, holding onto a bomb while someone else is in the corner isn't really bad at all, because, like, it's going to be very hard for them to cover the backfire if they just, like, if you get forward aired or F tilted or something, like, you can just, like, DI hard out. You'll end up over here. Like, there's not really something they can do to stop you from getting rid of the bomb. Even if it's, like, a flashbang or a cherry, you can still tech. Or it's just, like, even if it does go off, then you're not going to, like, get hit by that much. Because you're just so far away. Right? Being in the corner makes you safe. Even from...
I think it's more just I wait so long to throw it at them. Like,
yeah, I mean, that's partially true. But it's like... if they're down being, it's not going to hit them during the down B, right? So it's not
No,
necessarily
but I
going to.
could still be charging it and then throw it like here and I'd be closer to them rather
Yeah,
than.
it's a time of thing. I mean, that's true. Like you can punish us with a bomb throw. I'm not trying to dispute that, but what I'm saying is like you are like tending to pull bombs and then throw them really quickly in these sort of situations. Where what I'm trying to say is like, maybe you want to try more. What?
Pull it and then hold on to it.
Yeah, exactly. You want to just like cook the bombs a little more because it's pretty safe to do that from this position. Not so much like in neutral, but here it's pretty safe. I guess I'd watch the air dodge there, but this is a generally pretty alright recovery. Works out. It's like, you gotta make sure you get rid of the residual bombs. I like that up throw on the way down to cover yourself. Watch the side B there. Not gonna give you that much. Like the nair there.
I just don't jump there.
Yeah, it happens.
That's just a misinput of I wanted the jump.
Mm-hmm. I like here what you do is like you just like reset to neutral here because you're ultimately keeping them in the corner by doing that, and you get to do the spectre option for free. But you have the instant like wake up dash attack, so it's like watch out for that. This is another like instant time feeds, like you just do it instantly on the up throw.
Yeah, it's just pushing my luck, overextending.
Yeah, you get the idea. Have you seen Musef's timing mix-up video? Because I think that one's really helpful for like understanding that kind of thing. I should now be here. Like this, like down tilt to catch a wall jump. Like the thing is, like going for down tilt here, it's like if they're wall jumping this low, there's basically no way, or like if they just are this low, at this point, there's basically no way where they can like be in a position to attack the down tilt. Like the worst they can do is like really drift far away here and then like hit you with like a nair or something. Which I guess could happen, but it's a pretty good option to go for when they aren't touching the wall. Like, I think this is good to go for. Because I was talking about the down tilt earlier where they got wall-teched. Where it got wall-teched and they punished you. If you don't want that to happen, then, like, this is a better spot to do it in. Like, this is, I think, a better spot for the down tilt. Anyway. I'm going to look at this real quick. Yeah, narrow, unfortunately misses. What do you do from here? Pulling a bomb is fine. It's like, don't throw it, right? Here you need to realize that it's just like you can back air instead or something. But you get the up air anyway. It's just like it's better if you are holding the bomb there rather than having already spent it. Like here again, it's like
that's innocent, but I did not want to special there.
Yeah, but like here it's like another case where it's like I'm throwing the bomb immediately. Like you do like to do that. And I don't think it's bad, but you just want to add more into your playstyle so you have more that they need to worry about. Like the places where you're throwing bombs aren't really inherently bad most of the time. It's just like you want to have more things you can do with your bombs, I guess. What was that?
Yeah. That the throw on the top plat was if they jumped at me, but I'm pretty sure it's just better just to back up.
Yeah, you can back up or you can like plat drop nair and like sort of fade back to stop yourself getting the push. Like you can like sort of where are you on this platforms? It's farther than I wanted to. Okay, yeah. Like here. Like, if you worry they're going to jump, you can, like, sort of plat drop nair here and then, like, fade back, I guess, a little bit. Right? I guess if they're, like, jumping straight up here, that won't hit them. It's fine. It's a fine option. It's not bad, but it's just, like, I want to use that as a point to illustrate that you like to use bombs as immediate projectiles more often than, like, something you set up later. And they have value there, so just, like, think about it a little bit.
Yeah. It's more who I'm playing. And like whether they let me have time to set up.
That's fair enough.
Because I was playing friendlies before into two Vrasters who take it quite slow, and I do like play around with bomb setups and stuff.
Okay.
And it's generally the more aggressive they are, the less I hold it in my hand because
that makes sense. I guess like generally in neutral you're not going to have time to cook bombs that much. Like I don't think you should have cooked that cherry bomb you pulled on the top platform, but like. If they're off stage or something, you can do it more. Like you like to use bomb throws to cover stuff off stage, or like just after you hit them, you can pull a bomb. You like to go for side B when it's like they're too far away to hit you for you to hit them. But you can go for like a bomb pull instead and cook the bomb from there because that's just like it means like you remember how I was talking about like how if someone's in the corner or if they're like you have like a lot of advantage over them through like frame advantage and positional advantage. It's not really that unsafe to hold on to a bomb. Like, if you hit someone in the corner and then pull a bomb, what that's enabling you to do is be in that situation where you aren't at a high risk from the bomb being in your hand, but also the opening that you are likely to get out of that situation, you're gonna be able to follow up into like a throw with a prime bomb, which is where you can get a lot of your win conditions. If that makes sense. Here's like another. Like this is fine. But it's again just like the sort of coded timing on the back air here. I mean, ultimately, you like beat out this up tilt, but it's just like something to watch out for. It's a habit.
Yeah, better play would have parried.
Yeah, maybe, or just like dash back. Yeah, that's good coverage. Great.
I mean, you can see me adapting and changing the edge guard to 2 bombs now instead of just throw it down B.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, this is fine coverage. Yeah, I just like watch out for the throws and the strong there. Like this, just like no side B. I'm assuming the side B was a misinput, but here you can go for like up air or something, or like another back air. Yeah, I feel like what's happening here, like you get the double jump dair here, but like after that, like they sort of call out this flat jump, and then they call it the double jump, and then they call it this like flat jump again.
It's the flat drop, yeah.
Yeah, it's not a big deal, but it's like more. It's like a problem. It's like you're being aggressive out of hit stun, and they're sort of punishing you for that. Yeah, I like that bomb throw. Like again, it's just like it covers the ball jump really well. But here, like at this point, like they don't have an air dodge.
I didn't realize that. I thought they saw the air dodge. That's
okay.
why I went for the double jump.
That makes sense. All right.
I was like, I was waiting for it because every other time they've like used it immediately.
Right. Honestly, I don't hate on B here. This is a pretty decent option. Because like if they air dodge, you're probably still gonna hit. It's just like very active, but you know it's still a risk, right? You're going off stage rather than going for like a ledge trap, which is safer.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that was supposed to be like a nair or something. Or tilt.
The forward tilt.
Yeah.
I think that's supposed to be a flat drop back.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, here I guess I just like say, you know, you're trying to. This is still like not. It's not an instant option, but you're still just like, okay, I'm gonna go to the ground and then down tilt, right? It's not like I'm gonna go to the ground and then wait out something and then try to punish them. It started with punish Shutterburn, but you know, it's still very doable, especially in this kind of situation. So here, like I'd advise just like being sort of defensive rather than trying to immediately hit them. It's like the sort of landing aerial stuff. Unless you have strong.
Yeah, it's bad if strong.
I mean, what moves do you here? You like landing back air here. Nair here, it's fine. But like again, it's like that sort of instant time on this back air. Like it works out, but it's still like something that can be punished very easily. So you want to be more conscious of like the timings you're using. Oh, that's unfortunate.
No, I wanted that.
Yeah,
it can't completely cancelled gun.
I mean, fair enough.
Like that's never killing me there, and that one's unfortunate. But that first one was, I wanted to be sitting on the bomb.
Okay. That's side B. Ah, it was a little unfortunate, but I think you should be all right here. Yeah. Is maybe there you want to just land on stage instead though. Yeah. Like this sort of like I think this is probably like the best situation to be like doing this double jump thing on. Because like people are gonna want to try and spot you and you're threatening your option to go to this high plat and get back to center stage that way. Because like here, you know, it's like okay, it's like, oh, come up and hit me, right? And then they try to hit you and then you hit them, right? This is a situation where they're under more pressure to do that than in other situations because there's no like low platform here for them to stand on, and they also really want to keep you in the corner. So if there was a place to do that kind of thing, I would say it would be there. Mainly because it's just like it gives you access to an additional option here where rather than having to land, you can just go to this platform, and if they stay on the ground, then they can't punish you for that, right? So on this stage specifically, in this position, I think that's good. And generally, I would say that's what you want to do if you're going to go for like really high aerial stuff. Then you want to do it near a platform so that you can get to the platform as a safety if your option fails, or just like as a mix-up instead of an option in order to bait them out to try to hit you, and then you can hit them with like a flat drop aerial or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, watch the side B. Side B here is like alright, but the problem is, it puts you at a big risk of getting parried and stops you from like taking stage control.
That was because Wyberry is very good at parrying the bombs, as they've shown. So it's like,
oh okay, yeah, you want to like stop them from doing that. I see.
Yeah, I need to do something to stop them from just setting on bomb, because I've had that against other players where they see me throw a bomb and they'll just run to the bomb and just stand there on it.
I got you.
To get the parry.
I mean, here you can I was gonna say here.
I can probably just run at them.
Yeah, you can like run next to the bomb and like threaten like your normals and stuff. That's like another thing you can do. But that's just like a little more risky. It's just like generally if you have them in the corner like this, you want to press your stage control, of course.
But I get rewarded for it anyway. And again, that's another thing of I want jump fair, not
yeah, I was gonna I was like thinking about like, well, I think fair will just like guarantee in a short here. So yeah. Yeah, watch the side B. Like there, like you can sort of see here, like with the side B, where it's like they DI out and like you're sort of stuck here where you could pull this bomb in the air. 1 second. Apologies. I'm gonna have to go after the set is done, but
yeah, fair enough.
We can do more later if you want. I'll upload this and I'll send it to you if you want to like look over the review later. Let's see here. Right, yeah, side B, you're forced to pull a bomb on the ground here rather than doing it in the air. Like, during this side B, like, you could have just, like, pulled the bomb here. That's probably what I would do. And then, you'd be, like, closer to center stage and you'd be able to apply more pressure that way. Yeah, here, this down tilt's a little weird. You probably just, like, want to go for something else here. Like, I guess it sort of covers this area, but it's pretty unlikely for them to be in there. Yeah, watch the bomb throw there. Sort of floating around there. I feel like actually this is like fine. This is like another case where it's like you're going further into the corner just to get a bomb out, which I wouldn't say is usually worth it. Like it's definitely not a terrible option, but it's just something you want to use in moderation.
I mean, again, it's just the thing of I'm instantly throwing them and wasting the opportunity that I'm trying to create with the bomb.
Yeah, I can sort of see that. But I mean, I guess like you could Z drop it on this platform. That would be pretty good. Or like down toss it. Yeah, here watch the instant dash attack out of the nair. Like the nair's not bad here, but you just need to watch out for your instant options afterwards. Like you want to, if you whip a move more often than not, someone's going to try to whip punish you afterwards. So just like backing up a bit is often going to even ensure that you can win the interaction anyway, because you can whip punish them. But like unless someone's spaced really well, they're not going to whip punish your first move. Which like they might be if they're really good, but it's like unlikely, and you can recognize that ahead of time. Yeah, here like again, watch like the sort of reversal attempt here. You probably just want to reset. Yeah, this is like just a tough situation. You probably just want to like drift neutral and then like try to land on stage afterwards, but that works fine. Okay, this is like sort of a risky forward air to go for, but like I guess it works.
I mean, I'm 190, right? Like,
I guess that's true. Yeah, it's like you don't have that much to lose.
And I was taking my time on the other like edge guards before with Firecracker.
Yeah, watch like the floating around there. But like being in the air here is like the problem with it is just like it makes it a lot harder for you to stop this bomb from getting parried. I guess like that's not necessarily what happens here, but it's just you get the idea where it's just like you're high up, you want to stay sort of near the bomb, or just like put you between. It's weird because you don't want a bomb behind you, but at the same time you have to have the bomb behind you to stop it from getting parried. You sort of get what I mean.
I mean, I'm like 200% here, right? Like I'm happy for them to go for the parry, because if they screw it up, that's an extra 20%, right?
I guess that's valid, yeah. Like in a vacuum, you probably don't want to go for that because you can assume that they're going to be consistent. Watch the down B. But
In an even game, I don't
yeah.
want that. But
I'm here.
did you spot the miss input?
I did spot the miss input, yeah. Much reversal there. And again, the F throw is like another sort of reversal. That's like a lucky parry there. I like that though. The happens here. Yeah, you just sort of apply pressure here. Like this is like, you know, there's way more to worry about for them to worry about here. So just like shotgun the bomb with them is fine. And in theory, if you do it like a little faster, you can even just get it during the tech and place end lag. And then, for forward though is very risky. I wouldn't advise it.
I like doing the forwards off stage.
Well, I mean,
and sure. my jump button just doesn't work.
But you are going to die sometimes. Like, even if you do jump out of this, like you're getting edge guarded, and that's just bad. Let's say here. Yeah, it's sort of like I like this situation where it's like, I guess it's still sort of instant, but just because of the distance, it doesn't really end up working out that way. Like, this is sort of what I want you to do after you whiff a move like this. It's just, like, wait on the ground and try to punish whatever they do afterwards, right? Or, like, if they don't, like, if they aren't taking the bait here, what you can do is you can, like, go over here, because they're going to be staying on the platform in this situation. You can go over, like, to this platform and apply pressure that way, something like that, right? But just, like, you know, if you drop your combo or something, or if you like whiff a move in neutral, like you just want to sort of sit back and try to play reactive after that point, because you usually will still be in a situation where you can win whatever interaction is going on as long as you play your cards right. Like, especially if you just hit them and they're in the corner like this and you have advantage, and you're just like whiffing one move during a combo and dropping the combo that way, you're usually still going to be plus, just not as plus, right? So you can still take advantage of that situation as long as you don't panic and press another button.
I don't think that's... I think the way to describe it is you're in advantage through position, not frames, right?
Well, you do have frame advantage. Like, position. If you hit someone with like a back air and then you press another back air, usually your back air is going to end before they're out of hit stun, right? It's not going to be like by a super noticeable, maybe like 10 frames, right? But you're still advantageous there in terms of frame advantage. Like, the main thing, even if you're like neutral, like you have a positional advantage because they're going to be like here on this platform or whatever, and you can be here. That's still better for you, right? But as long as you aren't minus there, then you're still probably an advantage just because of the positioning, right? But usually you're not even going to be minus. Usually you're just going to be plus a little bit, just like not as much. Like if you just like hit one back air and then wait, then obviously you're really plus. But if you hit one move and then like, as long as you don't miss like a forward strong or something, you're probably still going to be like in a situation where it's not punishable because you just hit them with a move. They're not going to be able to get into a position to really apply a lot of pressure to you afterwards. So you don't need to do a panic option like a parry or another move in order to stop them from hitting you. You can just sort of play neutral. Does that make sense? Alright. That's not like a huge issue you have. It's mostly like in neutral when you whip a move, then you'll do another move, which is a kind of similar situation where it's like a lot of time you aren't going to get whiff punished for a move. But this is something I want to point out because it's an important aspect of like informing how you play advantage. Wait, was this port priority? I don't know.
No, I go for a roll.
Go for a roll. I see. I'd love to see like off of these sort of recoveries, like while you have your resources, you can like cancel this uppy here and you can go for like wall jump F throw or like wall jump double jump back air or something. Because you're getting your bombs parried a lot one way or another, and while that's like okay as long as they're not parrying the explosion, it's still not great, right? Because you're having to play like another mix-up to get back on stage. Yeah, like here's like, you know, like here's a case where it's like, okay, well they're right in front of you. Going for another button out of the whiff isn't bad, but it's just like you don't want to do it all the time, of course.
I did not catch that they taunted there.
Oh wait,
that's funny.
Wait, really?
Yeah, they misinputted a taunt.
Oh, huh. Alright then. I didn't catch it either.
You probably thought that was an up tilt, right?
Yeah, something like that. Must get strong here, of course. If it's like a hard situation to punish, you just like the problem with having a finisher here is it just means you can't like go to the top platform if they recover high. So like while it does cover a lot, you know, it's just like inherently walling off space for you as well. It's just something to be aware of when you're using it. Yeah, there's like instant jump there again. You're getting caught a lot on instant timings where it's like you're whipping a move and like you're in a sort of disadvantageous position, but then you're going for like another big commitment and then you're in a really disadvantageous position. So you just want to watch out for that.
Okay, so stage theory, right?
Yeah.
We're about to see my thought process.
Okay.
So I go ban DSR.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't do those stages, and then it is ban the stages that they've won on because they picked them, and I don't like them.
Okay.
And then my stage bans.
Don't you get to pick the stage here? You lost the last match.
Yes, that's why I'm. This is my thought process of I don't. These are the stages I don't want to play, right?
Right.
So if the DSR stages, the stages that they win on, or have won on, and then the stages that I ban, so that I can see like the ones left.
Okay. Well, you banned Rockwell before, but you leave it open here.
I just forgot to ban it. I'm gonna be honest.
Fair enough. I mean, it doesn't really matter here because you're picking the stage.
Yeah.
Okay. I know you like Fire Capital a lot more than I do, so this is probably fine. I would go treetop here personally, but it's a fine pick.
Yeah, I don't know. I like not being able to die. It's fun. I mean, you already saw in the other game.
After 225, yeah.
Yeah, love to 220.
Like this. Remember the second fair there is risky, but it does work. Like you have that kind of
well,
you can go for it, but what?
I've been going for the yeah, this happens.
I really like this actually, yeah. This is a great HPC. Or like a confirm.
I've been going for Fair Deer the whole set.
Yeah.
And so Fair is a good mix up, especially if I know they're DIing out.
Yeah, it probably is.
They probably are at that point.
I am noticing like more often than not, you are going for like a direct follow-up off of a forward airs off stage rather than like going back to stage and going for ledge trap. Like going for a ledge trap off of a forward airs, I'm sure you know, is just really it's pretty good because they just have to spend so many more resources and so much more time getting back to the stage. So like maybe do that a little more often, but I mean it works out here. Like you're not getting super punished for it aside from the one time where you went for 2 down airs instead of just doing 1 and then resetting. But it's just something to be aware of.
I do like the thing of getting the Fair Deer or Fair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's nice, but you know it is very risky.
Yeah, but I mean, as the commentator was saying, Molo has a tax, and you pay that tax.
Yeah,
you're gonna get hit by your bombs. The bombs will kill you.
Interesting. I'm assuming that's misinput. Yeah, like I'm seeing you go for like when you're trying to whip punish someone. I'm saying you do go for like a lot of these. You either go for like the Kodak timing back air if you're on the ground, or if you're on a plat, you'll like jump and try to catch them when you land. Like that's all right, but like generally it's just a little more unsafe than just going to the ground and trying to hit them with like a short hop aerial or like a wave dash in down tilt or jab or up tilt or whatever. Yeah, I like this here. Like you just sort of, you know, you just sort of like dash back here and try to, because you know it's some jump, right? You can catch your landing option. That's good. Here I'd advise like maybe don't go for dash attack though. In this combo because just dash attack is like hard to follow off from.
Yeah, I just have a hard time with I don't know. I have a hard time doing the weak inputs and like getting walk and stuff.
I see.
And that's just a me thing.
I play on keyboard, so I don't really have that problem. But it's like I guess you can like wave dash to do it if you really have to. Yeah, here, like, they're really adapting to the down Bs, but I'm sure you get the point.
Yeah. I don't know why I was doing. I did a lot this tournament.
Yeah, watch like this sort of. I guess it's like not the same kind of reversal. You're not double jumping, but it's still like the same where it's like you're going for like an aggressive option to hit them out of hit stun, rather than like trying to reset to neutral. Yeah, so again, like the landing option there. Gotta watch out for. Yeah. Like that's like sort of keeping yourself in the corner. It's not terrible, but it's just like, you know, it's just sort of stalling. Watch it down B. I'm assuming that's a misinput.
Yep.
Watch the landing option there. Like I think in this game you just like need to be playing more grounded most of the time. Yeah, I like that. So tech chase there. Yeah, landing F throw is pretty good. That's like a landing option if you're gonna go for something. But yeah, I think like you're just getting a little impatient here is the problem.
Yeah, I mean, I'm panicking slightly.
Yeah, I like
was
that.
up
That
3-1
show.
2 games in a row,
Yeah,
and then I just call out the parry.
yep, it's good. Yeah, and like here's like one case where I would say like it's okay to go for F strong because like at this percent it will just straight up kill. Like that's like the one time it's like alright as an option for edge guarding. I would say that and like fighting Clarin, I guess. All right, that works. Great. Definitely. Big things I'd say from this set are play more grounded. You know, don't rely so much on like the double jump landing options. Hold on to bombs for a little longer. Down B, you know about. Don't go for the down Bs as much. And watch your instant timing habits. It's one of the things. Oh yeah, and don't go for as many reversals. Go for like more neutral resets at a disadvantage. If that makes sense. Does that all make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Any last questions, real quick?
Not really.
Okay,
It's
great.
just we kind of covered everything.